and we're being broadcast around the world. Thanks everyone for joining us on the Solar Objections live action role play. I have the pleasure to introduce a big UFC fan, fellow poker player, Solar Pro, and my friend, Solar Joe.
Thanks, Bruce. And I have the pleasure to introduce Shams Elgendy, who's actually been in sales for the last 4 years, but in solar for the last 2 years. But she came out on fire at her first solar company. She became the top sales rep there, and then went on to the Powur platform and made the top 20 in the summer championship. But she's always consistent. She's a hustler. I think she was just door knocking earlier today. So thanks for making some time, Shams. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you for being here. So everybody's watching, it's not easy getting on live streams on camera, and Shams that's doing us the honor of getting on here. So if you're excited to have her on here, let's put in the comments, let's go. And if you have any questions for Shams, go ahead, put in the comment section. We'll get to it. Or if you have any objections you want her to handle, go ahead. We'll try to get to that too. But if you want your name shown, it will not show unless you go to the bottom of the post and click on the StreamYard's link to give us access or permission to show your name. If not, it'll just say Facebook user. But today, I will be playing the role of the busy homeowner, and Shams will be playing the role of the Solar Pro. So let's get started. Hey, can I help you?
Yeah, hey, I'm actually on my way out, so I'm not going to take much of your time. I'm in the neighborhood talking to homeowners about possibly helping them lower your electric bill. Are you the homeowner?
Yes, I am, but I'm super busy right now. I just got home and I just got a bunch of things going on.
Yeah, I understand. Like, a lot of people are getting off work right now. I'm actually on my way out to grab some food and head out, so I'm not going to take a lot of your time. Was 2021, and a lot of your neighbors have went solars, and that's why I'm here for. I want to ask you, why haven't you guys went solar yet?
I appreciate you coming by, but I'm in the middle of making some dinner right now, and my wife is actually doing some chores, so it's not a good time to talk.
Yeah, no worries. I parked my car right in front of your house because I'm literally on my way out, so I'm not going to take much of your time. Who's your electric company?
My electric company is PG&E.
Okay, and how much on average are you paying for your electric bills?
Oh my God, I think, I don't even know, but I've got some crazy summer bills. I'm worried about that coming up. I think last year I got up to like $500.
Oh wow, yeah, it's pretty typical for this neighborhood. Yeah, so why haven't you guys decided to go solar yet? I'm pretty sure I'm the 10th, the millionth person that came by for solar, right?
Exactly. Actually, you are the 10th person exactly that came by. So I get this every day. I'm just, super, super busy. And it sounds interesting because I do have high bills, but can you just I don't have time right now. Can you just email me the quote or something?
Yeah, well, I'm here and I don't even know if you qualify yet. So I can't even give you any code or anything. It's not like a haircut. I can't be oh yeah, this is gonna be $20. And I don't even know if your home qualifies yet. So I need to look at your satellite images, take a few pictures of your meter, get your electric bill, and send it over to my engineer and see if your home even qualifies. The hardest part of my job is telling homeowners that you don't qualify. Can you grab your electric bill real quick while I take a few pictures of your home?
Yeah, I could do that, but it's just me and my wife, we're just all working full time, and I'm surprised you caught me right now because we're barely home together. So we're just both, really, working. It's hard to make time to really, I know it's gonna take a long time to get the information and all that. So we don't have a lot of time to do it together.
Yeah, well, awesome. That's completely valid. I do virtual. We work 7 days a week. When is the best time to catch you guys both at the home?
I would say weekends, Saturdays, right before we go ahead and do our errands for the day. So Saturday mornings are usually better for us. But besides that, we are just super busy.
Okay, yeah. Would 10:30 work for you guys, or 11 better on a Saturday?
Oh, well, no, I got so many projects going on right now. I can't have time. I don't have too much to do this right now. I'm doing my my kitchen right now, remodel. So I just have too much going on right now.
Yeah, so solar, all of these things, like you're doing a lot of project, you're remodeling your kitchen, that's extra expense. So with solar, it's just a bill swap, and hopefully we can help you either get a cheaper one or right average for your electric bill.
That sounds good. It's just so many things going on right now. It's going to take too much time out of my day to get all this stuff done. Like, how long is it going to really take? Sounds interesting. How long is it going to take? I don't have a lot of time. Like, is it going to take, how long actually, in like minutes?
Yeah, it only takes about like 20 to 25 minutes. Sometimes 30, 35 minutes if you guys have questions.
Okay.
And we can do a virtual. I can stop at any time. So you said mornings is good for you guys?
Well, I can make maybe a Saturday morning. I can do it, but let's see. We got a full day that we have to go. What's the difference? What's going to separate you from everybody else that's come by my house, though?
Yeah, so there's a lot of companies. There's a lot of companies out there. I'm servicing this area right now. We have an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. We have been in business for 15 years. And I can give you a couple homeowners that I helped in the neighborhood that can tell you a lot of good stuff about me and our company too. Okay,
that sounds fair. All right, so yeah, just go ahead, send me the numbers though. I'd just rather just send it to me, then I'll let you know if I want to meet with you.
Right. So Joe, I have been doing this for like 2 years. It's a lot of information just to like go ahead and like send it over an email. I can sit down with you and your spouse for 30 minutes, go over everything, and I can leave you with anything you need because it is guaranteed in writing if you guys want to do it in the future.
Okay. And so what do you need from me right now? I got to go, man. I got so much to do right
now. If you can go ahead, do you do online billing or paper billing?
I usually get the bills every month, and then we just kind of tear them up. What did you need?
Yeah, so I need a graph that is on your electric bill. If you can take a picture of it or go grab it for me real quick, that would help me, help my engineers and help me know how many panels do we need to put on top of your roof, because the utility company does not allow us to put more panels than what you need.
Okay, let me just get it really quick. I think there's one right here. Here you go.
Perfect, thank you. So Saturday at 10:30 works for you guys? Saturday morning?
Well, if you need my wife to be there, then we should just forget this whole thing, because you think I'm busy. Right? She's super busy. She's gonna probably do a bunch of other things too.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, when you bought the home, did you just buy it by yourself, or like your wife had to like look at it, right, and make sure?
I think she was the biggest decision maker when we buy the house for sure.
Right. Yeah, so that's why we need her here. Happy spouse, happy house. So if she has any questions, we can clear all of them in one sitting. You told me that you guys are very busy. I'm also very busy. So let's sit down one time. And so if you guys have any questions, we can all answer them right then.
Okay, that sounds good. You know what? I'll think about it. Can you just give me your card?
Yeah, so we're a green company. I don't have any cards. I'm on my way out. I can pencil you in for Saturday at 10:30. You said it's good for you guys, and I'm in the neighborhood anyways to help a couple homeowners that day as well.
Maybe earlier, because Saturdays by 10:30 we're probably gonna be out of the house. Maybe can you do 9 a.m.?
Yeah, 9 a.m. works. We can do 9 a.m. Any plans before that?
What's that?
Any plans before that? Before 9 a.m.? You guys don't have any plans?
No, okay, it's gonna be starting our day. So I just wanted to get you in before we got busy later in the day.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, well, I can put you on Saturday at 9 a.m.
And close. See how easy that is? Boom. Sometimes you don't need to take a long time to make an appointment, right? If the homeowner is ready, is busy, let's get to the point, make the appointment, and get them over there. Is that really quick? Do you ever have appointments like that, Shams, where you just get to the point and they just make the appointment?
I'm pretty quick at like the door, yeah.
So that's like a normal thing for you?
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it, as long as they're excited enough they get to make the appointment. So I know that was really quick, and I want to kind of we have a little more time here. Would you mind just going over a quick Solar Pro Q&A?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Solar Pro Q&A. So there's a couple of comments I want to get in there. Says, let's go. Yeah. So what I want to do is ask you a couple of questions, just because you have a unique experience with the way you came into industry, and only in the last couple of years you've been doing solar. So before solar, what was your, what did you do before solar, and how was the transition to the solar industry?
Yeah, so before solar, I was selling jewelry. And when people like hear that I like used to sell jewelry, they kind of like think it's just like one of those like mall stuff, but it was hardcore like jewelry selling, like prospecting. We had like books, and like we had like books that we had to read. And like we train every day for an hour, like role playing, like is mandatory. And whenever we're not prospecting, so every single like salesperson in the store has 5 minutes, and we literally have a timer that like we press, put on the front, and we have 5 minutes to prospect people. And then like if your 5 minutes is over, then like you go back and get in rotation. And while you're in rotation, we're like role playing. So it was like hardcore jewelry sales.
How long did you do that?
What did you say?
How long did you do that for?
For like over a year.
Okay. And then what happened?
What is it?
And then what'd you do after that?
So how I got into solar is actually I prospected like one of the owners in the prior company, the solar company that I worked for. So.
Okay, it's cool. Okay, so I got a question in the comments. They want to know, are you doing a one-call close at the door ever? Or are you always doing a two-touch close, or do you ever close at the first time you're there?
Like set up an appointment, and I'm not sure, like, what's the question? Are you doing a one-call close at the door?
Yeah, so have you ever gone to the house first time meeting them and just closed them before you even left?
I have done same days, but not right when I like knocked in, because I could never catch both of them at the same like time, really.
But same day, that's pretty good too. So you got a same day close?
Yeah.
And that's the question I have. Are you doing both door knocking and closing in the house?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. So we have another question. This is more, I guess, why try so hard to convince one customer when there are customers who are ready to go solar right now? So go ahead, answer that kind of question. Because
us as door knocking, we're not like car salespeople. We're not gonna like sit there and wait for someone to knock on our door and like be like, oh hey, like I want a Beamer. Like that's when we need like 50,000 miles or whatever. We have to go out there and get it. Yes, there is a lot of like customers who are ready to go, but they're not gonna like call me right now and be like, hey Shams, I want to go solar. So I have to go get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like sometimes homeowners don't know how good solar is, and they have to realize it. And sometimes it takes a person to get that light bulb to shine, right?
When you knock on someone's door, and when they tell you no, they're telling you no just because you're someone that you're knocking on the door. Like they don't even know if you're selling like solar alarms, like pest controls, and like you have to talk to them, like let them know what you're doing. Yeah,
with solar, when the homeowner says no,
whenever you're walking in a mall and people are like trying to sell you stuff, you're like, no, thank you. You don't even know if they're selling you.
Yeah, we're just so trained to be like, nah, I don't want to deal with it, right? So we got another question here. How do you move a customer from being reluctant to scheduling something to actually being excited about an appointment?
So like you can tell them like all the good things about solar and how you can like help them, how you might be able to help them out. You don't want to like put all your cards like out on the table, like, oh, I might be able to help you out. Like, hey, I don't even know if you qualify yet. And now they're gonna be like, oh, like I don't know if I qualify. Like I don't know if I can get this. Like Joe next door has solar, and I don't even know if I can get this right now. So you have to take it away from them.
Yeah, you got to do a takeaway when they want to realize what they have. Okay, great. So what I was kind of curious about, when you started, what helped you? What do you think you were able to start with so much success in solar career? I know you said you had that experience with jewelry. Is that what it was, that you had that, sales experience already?
That is not like the only thing. Like, yeah, it definitely helped. Like I use things that I learned like every day. But just being consistent and just like getting on doors, because I have never knocked it. When I won the Powur top 20, that was my first month like door knocking. What? I did not know like what door knocking is, and you know what? Like the first door that I knocked, they would open the door, and I would like not know what to say because I would not expect them to like open the door. And I was like started reaching out to like couple solar pros on the solar pages and like asking them like tips and like pitches and stuff to help me out. And I used them a little bit, but what worked is taking like bits and pieces from everybody and like make it like shams, make it my own. And then like you're gonna go through like dips and downs, and you're gonna like knock a door and you're gonna say the wrong thing, and then you're gonna be like, you know what, on the next door I'm gonna try this. So like just keep doing it, and like you're gonna figure it out. Of course, like reach out to your mentors, reach out to like people who are good. Don't reach out to like, don't really like talk to people who are doing really good. And then like go out there and knock, and then you're gonna like fail, and then like learn.
So you learned a little bit from everybody, but was there any, I'll put you on the spot a little bit here, any specific mentors or trainers that really helped you?
Donnie have helped me a lot.
Donnie Kinzer.
Yes, Donnie Kinzer, and my boyfriend Austin Lee
Austin.
helped me a lot. Like in the past like 2-3 months, like I'm way better at the doors, and like it's like small pieces that like he taught me. Like he's really good at like time scrubbing. Yeah, so he taught me a lot of things. Those like past like 2-3 months, yeah, that made me like really good at the doors. Like I was just like saying that if I can't get someone at the doors like after like what he taught me, then like I don't think anyone can get that person.
I hear you. If anybody's watching right now, we only got a few more minutes with Shams. She took some time out of her day to do this with us. But if you have a question, go ahead, put it in the comments, or objections you want her to handle. But I had a question for you, because door knocking is not easy. It's like one of the hardest things probably anybody can do. And one of the hardest things is dealing with the rejection and dealing with no. So like, what's your secret? How do you deal with all the no's and rejection at the door?
I think like us as humans take a no at the door as like us being rejected as like ourselves, but it's really not that serious. And I know it's easy to say like, oh hey, it's not serious, just go to the next door. But hey, like I have like cried before because someone like cussed me out at the door and like told me no, like when I first start knocking. But I
that
just
must be
like
hard. You got cursed out at the door. Oh my
right,
God.
but I just like, learned to like get through it. Like, oh no. Okay, next door $5,000. Like, oh well, like yeah, I can tell me no all day if the last door is gonna be $5-7 grand. So just don't take it personal, and just keep going.
I think you did a Facebook post like that, like every house is worth a certain amount of money or something, didn't
Right,
you?
and that was actually something that Austin Lee had mentioned. Is my boyfriend, he said that every time he knocks and he gets a no, and if the average sale is about $7,000 and you knock 100 doors, then he's like, oh, here's my $70, and like picks up like imaginary like $70 from like different person.
So you mentioned Austin, so let's kind of talk about that. You know, how is having a relationship with another solar pro? Is it makes it easier? Does it make it like you take your time away? Do you get like distracted?
No, it's really good. We learn from each other and we make like each other like good. Like we can be like sitting watching TV and we're like, yo, you know what I can like add to my pitch? And we're like, yeah. So yeah, we have knocked last week together 3 days, and in 3 days we got a sale every single day together in the same
nice
day. So no, it's fun because we're like, oh, I'm gonna get a bill, you're gonna get a bill, and yeah.
So you kind of work off each other, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, so we got another comment, Mr. Jake Hess. Go Shams. So am I saying your name right? Because I heard you say Shams. Should I say it? I'm sure you're saying Shams. Shams.
Yeah.
So everybody listening, now you can't say your name wrong anymore. It's Shams. All right. So I know I've only got a couple more questions, Shams. So I really appreciate you taking your time and helping out, and you're giving some advice. Speaking of advice, since you know you're so successful at door knocking, do you want to give any kind of special strategies, anything you use or Austin uses when you door knock to help?
I'm so casual. Like so casual. Like I just like I knock the door and I'm like leaning, and like sometimes, like most of the time, like if I don't have like water like with me, I ask like the owner for like some water, and like that's like a way of like starting to control this.
That's great.
Right.
They can't say no to you in Texas with asking for water, right?
And just like be casual, like make jokes, and if you mess up on your pitch, or like if you forget to say something, you know that you messed up, but the homeowner doesn't know what you're supposed and not supposed to say. So like always like pick up where you left off. Like, hey, like I forgot to mention this or this. Like, oh well, like they don't know like what you missed, and they don't know what you're supposed to say. And yeah, just like be friendly. Friends buy from friends. Make a friend at the door. And yeah.
I like it. I like it. I just like this because we do so many new people are going to solar right now from other industries, just like you, right? And it's like sometimes starting out is really rough, and you didn't have that. So, like, what would you say would be your advice to somebody starting out? It's from another sales job, but starting out in solar, if they're struggling, or what would you say? What kind of advice would you want to give them?
Right. So, I guess like this is not just for solar, but like any like new sales job, don't be cocky. Like, hey, no, I know how to sell, so I know how to do this. Like, I don't want to learn. Like, be open, be like teachable and like coachable. Reach out to people. Like put in the time, put in the work. Just because like you knocked for a week and didn't get anything doesn't mean that like you should give up. Like, just keep going. I knocked for like 1-2 months and I didn't have any luck, and that was like before I reached out to people, because I was like so much in my head like, no, I know how to close people. I've been doing this, like this is nothing. I did get like leads and stuff, but it wasn't as like it wasn't as much as I wanted, and it wasn't after like how much when I reached out to people. So yeah, be coachable. Don't like get too much in your head. Yeah.
I'm not going to take a lot of your time more. And I really appreciate you doing this. If anybody wanted to reach out to you, network with you, work together, or whatever else, how would they reach out? And is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally
yeah, Facebook, or what's the best way?
My business page, Sean Solar Pro.
So we got one more comment before I let you go, or a question. So, you're door knocking. How do you decide what area to knock on a daily basis?
I research so daily pace. I really don't do it anymore because I know the areas that I want to hit. But like before, I would look at like what utility companies and like their like net metering like policies and everything. An area like with no trees. There's a website that, shout out to Austin again, that told me about. It's called Project Sunroof, where you can go and like see like the sun irradiance on all of those roofs. And that's like, actually he uses that at the doors when he's talking to people. He's like, oh, you see like how much like your roof gets blasted with sun. So yeah, like not like if you knock a neighborhood and there's like a lot of renters, then like move on to the next. But definitely like keep focusing on one neighborhood for like 6-8 weeks. But yeah, like no trees, like they have like good roofs.
Yeah, stay away from forests, right? Not the best areas.
Yeah, I know, like old roofs and like missing shingles, like maybe like homes that are like 10 years old, not like 30-40 years old.
So I know that solar is not the only thing you do. So before I go, just kind of curious, what kind of some hobbies you do that's outside of solar?
I like paddle boarding, and
all right,
but I haven't been doing that for like a while. But yeah, that's something that I could. And I played soccer in school, and I like do it sometimes like indoor. But yeah.
Nice. So we got one more comment. I'll let you go. Said we got a Facebook user said, "Great call on sunroof." So, any last thoughts before we go, Shams, I should say?
Yeah, no, thank you, Joe, for having me. And if anyone has any questions, like comment them, and I'm gonna go and check them out on Facebook. And you can reach out to me if you have any questions on Sean Solar Pro, my page.
Awesome. And next week we're gonna have actually another Texan. Jasper Coombe.
I
He's on
don't.
Facebook. He's all over Facebook. He plays the guitar. He's working out. He's doing solar. We're going to do a Cinco de Mayo show next week, so it should be a fun one. But Shams, again, thank you so much for being here. We got to do this again, though. Talk soon, okay?
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye. So everybody watching, you know what? Shams is camera shy, and she jumped on and did it anyway. So go ahead in the comment section right now and say, great job, Shams. Great job getting on camera and not being, camera shy, because it's not easy to get on there. So right now, let her know. Give her your support, everybody. But it's been real good. Nice, everybody. We'll do this again next week. Share, like, comment. Peace.